going on, guys? Welcome back to another vlog on the ranch. We are just coming outside for a minute because all the dogs finally hit their limit of being inside, so that is what we're doing. And I told you guys I was going to make some pumpkin seeds, so that is also what we're going to do today. Jay got these pumpkins from an event and he had a whole truck bed full of them, but he's been giving them to the cows. We gave one to our chicken, which they've been definitely eating that, but the cows haven't been as interested as we thought they were going to be, so that was kind of disappointing, but it was so fun to give it to them. I'm definitely going to need 2 hands to get these things in here. Look at this. It's just like a perfect gloomy Monday morning. And the rain has been absolutely great for the ground. Even this little area right here, which I've been giving you guys so many updates on this little area. But I got rid of another one of my beds. But look how much greener even just this spot is than it has been with that rain. So, little update here. Got that third bed out and also got these posts out. I had 2 different types of posts in here. These, they're like way more flimsy, so they just like bend right here, and they were way taller than all of those. So those I was able to get out just by wiggling them quite a bit. But these are like way down in the ground and way too flimsy, so even if you do move them around, they don't really go anywhere under the ground. So I'm gonna have to get Jay's tractor out here, and Jay, to get those out. Whoops, sorry Paula, Paula's pooping. And then I just need to get this one bed out of here, and I'll move these pots and stuff, and then this little area will be nice and open, which I'm just excited to see what that looks like. They are all currently sniffing and going potty. They really don't get the zoomies all that much when it's rainy. They absolutely hate being out in the rain. Even when Zeus was a little puppy, I'll just have to put that video up here because we were trying to make him go outside to go potty when he was itty bitty. And it was pouring rain and he was just not having it. It was so cute. Oh my goodness. Freya's eating something. It's actually a little bit chilly out here. It's like 55 degrees, which isn't terrible, but my body is just not used to it. All right, I'm gonna go get these pumpkins inside. We used to make pumpkin seeds when I was little. Every season we would like carve the pumpkin, and then whatever we gutted out, we would take those and roast them and stuff. So I know my mom has done them before, and I've seen her do it, but I've never done it just on my own. So I looked up a little recipe and we're gonna try it. I think Jay will like them. I haven't had them in forever, but I liked them back then, so I can't imagine I wouldn't like them anymore. But I'm gonna get this giant pumpkin inside and start cutting it open. Are you gonna help me, Zuzi? This thing is huge. You want this? What are you gonna do with this? What are you gonna do with this? You don't know. Get this, Zuzi. Good boy. Get Zuzi. Good boy. All right, come on. These actually are not as heavy as I thought they were gonna be. Got another one, Zuzi. I got another one, Zuzi. This one you might actually be able to get out of my hand the way I'm holding it. All right, everybody, if you're not gonna run around and play and be crazy, we can go back in. Good girl. Good boy. All right, first things first is just gonna be getting these seeds out, which should be, I would guess, the most tedious, hardest part. These are all the seeds that we got from that. That's actually a pretty decent amount from 2 pumpkins. I'll take that. So now we just gotta rinse these and then soak them, then we can roast them. Good thing about having chickens and dogs, I guess, is I can just throw those out here. Of course, Zeus didn't waste any time. Once the chickens and Zeus eat whatever is actually in there, and then obviously we have that one over there, I'll just actually discard them so they don't just sit there forever. But now we just wait and let that sit for a second in the salt water, and then we can roast them. But I'm excited. That actually, like rinsing them out, I don't think we ever did that growing up. I think we just kind of threw them in there. That got so much of that out. That was great. And then apparently soaking them in the salt water is supposed to make them more crispy, so we shall see. I started the water for us, and it was leaking this whole time. Dad's home. Huh? But Dad's home. They already got all their crazies out. Oh, never mind. He's been home for a few minutes. Cute. There they go. Yeah, we get to try them now. They're pretty good, huh?
You just eat the whole thing?
Yeah.
You gotta crack it like a sunflower seed?
No, you just eat the whole thing.
You sure?
That's what I've been doing, so I sure hope so. I think they're pretty good. Good morning, you guys. It's the next day. So last night, I went to go make my coffee. You may have noticed I had an energy drink this morning. And all the water that I put in the coffee maker just went straight out through the bottom. So something's wrong with our coffee maker, and we're gonna have to get a new one soon. So this morning, I had to do without my coffee, which was sad, but we still made it work. We got our caffeine in for the day and fed our sourdough starter. So I'm gonna try to make some sourdough bread tonight. And once this gets active and bubbly, then I'll be able to make it. So I'll show you guys that too, because I did get some questions in the last video what I was doing with that in the morning. But other than that, just gonna have a regular day. It is a very rainy day again today, which I'm not complaining because the ground needs it, but it makes for a lazy day for these dogs, that's for sure, because they do not like the rain. So other than cleaning up this mess, I am going to just get ready for the day, unload the dishwasher, do all that sort of stuff. And then I'm also gonna get some wax melting for some candles. These were all the rags that I used to clean up all the coffee spill because I was just dumping water in there because it was just not filling up. And it was going all over the counter. So it was a mess. Staying right here so I don't overflow this thing. So those flowers right there, those mums, those were left over from the event that Jay worked on. And they had all those decorations all over the place and it was absolutely beautiful. Those we are going to try to save, bring back to life because they are struggling a little bit. But that one, I don't think is gonna make it. Oh, do I wanna? All right, we're going. We'll be quick, Zoopsy. Come on, Zeus. We're not staying in here. We're not staying in here. Come on. That's where all the jars are. So, had to get some of those for later. Come on, Zeus. I make 12 at a time, so put 12 pounds of wax in that little thing. And it holds it perfectly. Freya, come on. Come on, girl. There you are. Crazy girl. I need to pick up those pumpkins still. See that one? That's just sad. The other two aren't terrible. All right, it is a little bit later. Jay is home and he just wrote a workout for us. And now my arms are crushed. But right now we're gonna make some post-workout. It was a great workout. My arms are shaky, but other than that, I feel great. Jay does 2 scoops of protein and a little bit of ignition, and then I do a scoop and a half of protein. and just a little bit of ignition. After we make these, we're gonna do some candles because I got the wax ready and the jars ready, so I just need to pour those. And then I'm gonna do some sourdough because our starter is nice and bubbly. All right, the wax to pour the candles still has a little bit of time to cool, so we are going to do the sourdough first. Alright, that is all you gotta do for the sourdough. Then you just let it sit for 30 minutes and I'll do some stretch and folds. But now that we've done that, now the wax is cool enough for us to pour. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour those candles. Alright, we got our candles poured and we got our sourdough stretched and folded. So I'll do this 2 more times tonight and then I'll just leave it out here on the counter. And also with the candles, I just do those the following morning so that they have enough time to fully cool. And then tomorrow morning I'll put the labels on them. So for both of these, we'll check back in the morning. It is the next morning. We got our little workout in, woke all the dogs up. Of course, they were going crazy the whole time. And then we gave the cows some water. So now Jay is on his way to work and I am going to get the sourdough ready, label some of these candles. I also realized that in one of our morning clips, I had all the dogs right here and they had their collars on. They don't sleep in those collars. But they woke us up at like 4:30 that morning. And I do put their collars on if they wake up in the middle of the night just because, especially in the dark, I cannot see them at all. I put them on there for them to go out, take care of their business, and then come back in and it's such a short amount of time from that to when we actually wake up, so I just leave them on them. But you don't sleep in those. I wouldn't like for them to sleep with the things poking them or anything like that. So, but anyways, let's go ahead, and I wanted to show you guys what I do with the sourdough in the mornings. So I let this sit overnight, obviously, and it rose a little bit. When it's cooler, it's pretty cool now all of a sudden, but when it is cooler, it doesn't rise quite as much. So as the seasons change, you kind of got to figure it out again with timing and everything. Realistically, I could let this one sit more, but I really think it's okay. I just dust a little thing, dust the counter, and then dump this on here. Fold it onto itself to kind of close in the air bubbles like that. Roll it. Probably used a little too much flour on the counter. Makes it more difficult because it just slides around instead of rolls up. But then you just pinch these sides, put it in there face up. And then put it in the fridge. It wasn't necessarily supposed to be like a tutorial for sourdough today, but if you are thinking about making sourdough, I think it's helpful to see it beforehand, because when I was learning how to do it, one, I was just intimidated by the whole process in general, but two, I was trying to like read how to do it, and it was saying to like rotate it around on the counter, and I was so confused. So I think just seeing it if you are thinking about doing it is always helpful. But if you do want to do sourdough, I highly recommend that you do it. I have never been like a cooker or a baker or anything like that, and I figured out how to do it. So, and then once you learn and you get the hang of it, it becomes so simple and just like part of your routine if you make it part of your routine. So I highly recommend. It is so good to just have fresh sourdough bread in your own house regularly. It's just such a treat. I thought it was an intimidating process to start, but if you just start and be okay with messing up a couple of times, because you will mess up, because mine were like this tall and like super dense at first. So if that happens, don't worry, just try again, keep trying until you get it right. All right, we just have a few more minutes this morning, so I'm just gonna go ahead and label these candles, unload the dishwasher, do all the morning things, and then call this a vlog. But I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I think you'll see me in this corner quite a bit in these videos, because I am in this corner quite a bit, especially with, you know, trying new recipes, making dinners and stuff like that. So, but with that being said, I'm gonna call that a vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.